And welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Primetime English News with me, Jessie. Now, as usual, giving you the headlines first. Government committed to shift 400 hectares of paddy fields to organic farming, asserts Chief Minister Imphal. Committee on Tribal Unity holds coffin rally in Kampopi. Last rite of libel attack victims held at Paijang. And Democratic People's Front to bar former or sitting MLAs, ministers from joining DPF, informs party Vice President Paunam Sundar. All right, now giving you the news in detail. Chief Minister Yimnam Kimchan asserted that the state government is actively working to shift 400 hectares of paddy fields to organic farming this year. He was speaking at the inaugural function of the two-day State Krishi Mela at the City Convention Centre, Imphal. The exhibition is being organized by the State Agricultural Management and Extension Training Institute, Samiti, under the Department of Agriculture with the theme Balanced Use of Fertilizers. Speaking further, the Chief Minister highlighted that the Government of India, under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has launched multiple initiatives to minimize chemical fertilizer consumption due to its hazardous environmental and health impacts. He underscored the critical need for a concerted, collaborative effort between farmers and the government to successfully implement widespread organic farming. Expressing concern over the rising demand for urea despite earnest government appeals to reduce chemical dependency, Kimchan noted that approximately 1.80 lakh bags of subsidized urea were distributed to local farmers last night. He added that around 1.50 lakh bags have already been imported so far this season, with total imports expected to touch 2 lakh bags by September. The Chief Minister also directed Agriculture Department officials to strictly monitor and verify where the distributed urea is being utilized. The inaugural event was also attended by MLAs L. Rameshwar, Dr. S. Ranjan, S. Rajan, T. Robindro, and Dr. Y. Radheshan, alongside Central Agricultural University Vice Chancellor Anupam Mishra and Agriculture Commissioner Thaitung Longpamay.
Manipur की development handicraft, agriculture, horticulture, high-sixty, economy sector हमने अलो June, July, August, September, October था तब से करना सूरगा November देखी था तब अमा लग से तो मैं आयाम 90% of the log hang the leaves मसी सुए कोई utilize और वही double cropping निकलते triple निकलते तब तारा के state economy दा चौवा home में लाकर ये ना थमजरा काना fertilizer one seasonable amadi double cropping की habit ama ko establish tauba loina na sai chai bulingi urea si season si organda angi phangde haina cover da yom ko khotwa dum thing ko so last year consumption si 1,80,000 bags in 2025 consumption ado huji presently I'm going to give a report da 1,50,000 bags like 1,80,000 bags like we see till September 2025 so till September 2026 with 2 lakhs bags in there. So, I'm seeing that again, Rumusika Kanana Dibamina, Hanjan, but to me, I don't know. Last year, and this year, fertilizer here in the United Tissue, Handi, so something somewhere is wrong. Try, don't disallow. Karita, the no Kandi, na, you put the Kandi, and then scenery, desert, we were putting up. Dibamina, Pupne, and Dilaga, the I want to be soup Karamba, Makalki, Matin Panya, Hebrew, Hebila, and the Masipuni, and Minasi.
Committee on Tribal Unity Kotu organized a coffin rally to pay tributes to the 3 Kuki Zo individuals, including a woman killed in the recent attack at Loibol village in Kampopi district. In a press release, Kotu claimed that the incident, which reportedly occurred around 4 a.m. yesterday, was jointly carried out by NSC and IM and the ZUF Kamson groups. It further alleged that the groups burnt down number of houses and killed the 3 persons whom they claimed as civilians. Calling it an act of aggression on the village, Kotu stated that it is nothing but a clear and well-orchestrated battle plan at the highest level to evoke the sentiments of the Kuki-Zo into retaliation to rekindle the 1990 Kuki-Naga conflict. The organization alleged that the protected hostage crisis at Senapati is a ploy to absolved NSCN-IM and ZUF Kamson, whom it also accused of murdering the three Kuki-Zo church leaders on broad daylight on May 13 this year. Meanwhile, Kotu spokesperson NG Lunkipgen said that the coffin rally was a symbolic gesture to evoke the concerns of the nation and international community on the plight of the Kuki-Zo community regarding their security aspects since May 2023 till date. Claiming that yesterday's incident was the second within a span of a month after the killing of three Kuki-Zo pastors on May 13, he maintained this should be a security concern in the region to both the state and central governments, be it the conflict between Kuki-Zo and Meitei communities or Kuki-Zo and Tangkhul Naga communities. The Kotu spokesperson also underlined the urgent need for rectifying the lapses in the vulnerable area, adding that similar incidents will go on happening if the central and state governments do not take up appropriate measures. Meanwhile, the burial program of three Kukis who were killed in Loiboy village attack was held at Meritorious Cemetery located at Paijang today.
The Kuki-Zo community would like to be a testament to other believers or to other people who values Christianity, that we did not resort to any agitation nor any form of other causes. But with humility, we have accepted our dead bodies, and that should be the core value of any Christians.
Ziliarong United Front ZUF vehemently has rejected and condemned Kuki in Manipur and Kotu for implicating the front in every incident arising from internal disputes and conflicts within Kuki communities. A press note issued by Ministry of Information and Publicity, Rembang Bay Inka ZUF maintained that repeated practice of issuing allegations without credible evidence, proper investigation or factual verification is irresponsible and highly detrimental to communal harmony. Such unfounded accusations serve only to mislead the public, create confusion, and unnecessarily escalate tensions among neighboring indigenous communities. ZUF also cautioned Kuki civil society organizations against continuing this pattern of misinformation and political blame shifting. It said that any attempt to undermine or encroach upon these legitimate rights, whether through misinformation, intimidation, or political manipulation, will be firmly opposed through all lawful and legitimate means. ZUF also called on concerned organizations to exercise responsibility, refrain from inflammatory propaganda, and pursue truth and accountability rather than unfounded accusations. Democratic People's Front DPF Vice President Paunam Sundar stated that the regional party bars sitting or former MLAs and ministers from joining the DPF party to preserve its core mission of eradicating corruption. He was addressing the gathering at the launch of the political party's official website www.dpfmanipur.org and the concurrent leaders meet at Hotel Yaifaba in Tangal Bazaar today. The event was also attended by DPF President Dr. Naringbam Rajiv Kumar, State Returning Officer Samjit Sabam Mangoljal, and several leaders from various assembly constituencies. Speaking further, Sundar highlighted the growing menace of corruption in the state, noting that many educated youths who lack money or refuse to grease the palms of corrupt officials remain jobless. He claimed that a primary objective and a mission of the DPF is to encourage these youths and support their zeal to collectively fight against corruption. Highlighting the party's core principle to eradicate misconduct, the DPF Vice President cited the barring of sitting MLAs, ministers, and previously elected legislators as the main strategy to achieve this. He added that this policy will enable those who truly aspire to contest elections in a free and fair manner to realize their goals.
Corruption am tawraba miyam gidam ka thajaba mangraba batik am chama emeli mis ramagashu leibu wathu na thukse thuga leyangon bharat ki mayokta natraga national party ki mayokta natraga leiba central political party ki mayokta noina tawiko nali chitok kata agade ai 하이버 도스기 또 하이드나 마름덤기도부터 라오부감기도가 매번 보이러버니나 어제 내리바 미니스터 에밀레시기 말함대로 국제 시행이 하는 것을 거의 다서 못합니다. 말하면은 리저널 포리티컬 파티, 스테이트 포리티컬 파티 뭐에 데모크래틱 피플스 프런트 하는 까는 건데 야로 해세 레바기 아주 그랬다 오르게 아란바 국제 빅바 나들가 막 통하는 때 보면 이 혼자로 해야 되는.
A bomb exploded at around 10:30 p.m. yesterday at the residence of a local body representative in Tenta Kuno under the jurisdiction of the Kongjong Police Station in Topal District. The homeowner, 55-year-old Marangtem Subol, son of M. Ango, is the current administrative committee chairperson of the Tenta Gram Panchayat. Local sources indicate that unidentified assailants hurled the bomb from the outer gate, taking advantage of a power outage in the area. While the blast caused no casualties, a team from the Kongjong Police Station subsequently inspected the scene and registered a case. No individual or group has claimed responsibility for the attack so far. Meanwhile, locals of Tenta took out a sit-in today in protest against a bomb attack at the residence of chairperson of Tenta Gram Panchayat's Administrative Committee, Morangtem Subol, last night. Protesters held placards that condemned the bomb attack at residential areas and for terrorizing civilians. Speaking on a sideline, a Marapai member condemned the bomb attack and asserted that any disagreement could have been sorted out through dialogue. The bomb attack has caused immense fear and terror among people. She also demanded clarification from any group for carrying out such attack.
ꯆꯨꯝꯅꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯤꯍꯜꯂꯤꯃꯤ ꯈꯪꯍꯜꯂꯤꯃꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯈꯤꯕꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯊꯝꯃꯝꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯅ ꯕꯣꯝꯕꯨ ꯄꯣꯈꯥꯏꯍꯜꯂꯤꯃꯤꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯈꯟꯖꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯀꯅꯥꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯁꯤꯗ ꯐꯨꯝꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯤꯕ ꯊꯨꯒꯥꯏꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯤꯕ ꯃꯤꯁꯤꯅ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯌꯥꯗ ꯁꯦꯡꯗꯣꯛꯄꯤꯔꯣꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯔꯝꯁꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯊ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯟ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯤ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯄꯣꯈꯥꯏꯍꯜꯂꯝꯕꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯛꯁꯦ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯊꯕꯛꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯊꯣꯡꯗ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯣ ꯃꯥ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯇꯧ ꯃꯥꯅꯦꯅ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯔ ꯃꯥꯅꯦꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯈꯪꯖꯒꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ ꯉꯁꯤꯅ ꯃꯥꯒꯤꯗ ꯇꯧꯔꯦ ꯍꯌꯦꯡꯅ ꯀꯅꯥꯒꯤꯗ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯄꯣꯈꯥꯏꯍꯟꯗꯣꯏ हंसिन कनागिद मुथादोइनो हाइबगे सिंगबसी लोइ लैरे तौरिबा थबकदुसु याम थेंगना मी नुंग तुंगनागिदना दिगि बारो मतुंगदगा नतबा खितंग कालेगी पुंग तरा खै हेलकपदा बोम पोखाइ हनबा काइसिदि अखोइदि याम ngakna थोए अदु यौना मणिपुर से तौरिबा इरांग पुरांग अदगी मसिदा लैफम जाफम खंगदना तौरिबा मरकसिदा अखोइ मछेनबि मरकतसु सिगि अवाबजे मु पलगदि अखोइ कमाइ लैदोइनोबा
Shopkeepers and small business owners at Gakjing Lamkai staged a sit-in today in front of the local forest office, demanding an immediate end to monetary extortion by various individuals and organizations. Organized by the Gakjing Lamkai Bazaar Board, KLBB, the protesters blocked half of National Highway 102 to voice their grievances. Demonstrators held placards with slogans reading "No force, no guns" and "Stop making monetary demands to daily wage earners." Speaking on the sidelines of the protest, KLBB advisor Yenkom Nimai highlighted the severe financial hardships local shopkeepers are enduring amidst the prolonged crisis. He stated that shopkeepers have been relentlessly targeted by unidentified individuals making monetary demands through phone calls and text messages. Nimai appealed to all individuals and organizations concerned to hold these extortion demands immediately and allow daily wage earners to sustain their livelihoods in peace.
Manipur gi oriba phibam hauji lamkhai hi tangai phadabagi tawbani pot amatta sit panati hauji sen thung gi phibam si yam wari tanaw makharati ngamdadna thong lon si lagat level oina chatpasi yogre hoiji ado si yang wara tanja sida ekoi sen thum khai na naba kotna naba haidna sangtan khalna tawbira pache taching lamkhai pajar botna makhalamata gi senkai amatta pije bangam jaroi kanaguba dai tungga ga mari leinana telephone tawbirakpa adegi whatsapp thajim birakpa isingnau chai chen na ekoi lamkai bajar botna sida makhalamata gi demand tawbirakanu haina ngasi wakat masi phamjabari.
National Research Centre, Kanchipur, organized a day-long discussion on a topic from Government of India Act 1935 to the Constitution of India, revisiting states' possession today. Former acting chairperson of Manipur State Human Rights Commission, Senior Advocate Kaidem Mani, Head of Law Department, Manipur University, Dr. Y. Premananda, President of National Research Center, Thongam Ajit, along with members of National Research Center, attended the program. Speaking on a sideline, advisor of National Research Center, Sana Samsunul Kanta, stressed on weakening federal structure in Manipur and other states of India. He said the discussion program was organized with the aim to study the acts, legislations that have evolved since Government of India Act 1935 and to find solution for challenges that Manipur face today.
Jangi independent lab rung the lady by Mayam Sing Sikuna. Nainaga, India Guzik lady by state singing federal secretary, Magi positions in Si, Kamai Todi, Masida, Pibum Sing Siam, Putna Nainaga, Agoi Guzik lady by Manipuri state Kanari but challenges Mayam Sing when solved the Womatamda, Masida, Akangi Mayam Singi, lady by Wakalon intellectual zingi, amasung research scholars zingi tungan ba wapum mayam mana masina solution nama por pengang gadra haiba pandam sida koina asigi discuss asi sinjab.
Morang MLA Thongam Shanti inaugurated a newly constructed library, science lab and computer room for Kasturba Gandhi Balikar Vidyalaya KGBV at Thamnapopi yesterday. The structures were funded under the Samagra Shiksha Secondary 2023-24 and PM Shri 2024-25 schemes. Addressing the gathering, MLA Shanti noted that the project had been delayed due to the ongoing crisis in the state. He expressed hope that the new infrastructure would greatly benefit the school and its students, whom he encouraged to work hard and become productive members of society.
Indian education system is no new education system is the whole Mayam in the Maramoricada, Masigi building Mayamse, Dakar, people over the A quick KGB Sida, Tamibas Hatase, Mama Pada Dunga, Tamakota Tail. Me, I take a man and the Tamani Wakala to get out Tammi Deva. Masida Saka Sida, Marab de Akoi flexi program, they know Zabuduna, I begin with. Flexi program in Makada Masjid Tammi Saturday. All are free never. Loido free uniform, the gi, san of the gi, shed of the gi, everything free never. Adu Baba, Yamna, Hantabatak Habatare, Mama and Pada, Mayam Banner, Tabagum, the Mopda, Sata Tabagum, the Gumasida, Taragada, Indiagi, Adu Lava, Nagarik Amoina, Indiagi, Mangintana.
Film Forum Manipur FFM has officially announced its support for the upcoming public rally on June 8, organized by a coalition of 14 civil society organizations. In a press release, FFM stated that the apex body of the Manipuri film fraternity held a meeting at its Lamphal office and unanimously resolved to suspend all film shootings on the day of the event to participate in the rally. FFM has further issued an appeal urging the entire film community of the state to join the rally in a show of solidarity. The Office of Lok Sabha MP Professor Angomcha Bimola Koicham has announced a debating competition for graduate and postgraduate students to mark the second anniversary of the oath-taking of the MP to the 18th Lok Sabha. The competition will be held in two stages, district-level preliminary rounds and the final round, with participation from colleges and universities. The event aims to encourage critical thinking, democratic engagement, and public speaking among the youth. The last date for submission of entries is June 17. The preliminary rounds will be held on June 20 and 21, while the final round is scheduled for June 25. All right, now we shall take a short break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
Lalabati sumthokpa mosalabati nalanba mipum khudimaki hongnasan aihak jeni khurai laibak sembada mipum khudimaksu saruk yamina si haituna paujeng khara puduna lakchari voter list singbo taseng tasengna thamnaba eligible oiba voter singdamak yauhannaba ECI na special intensive revision haibadi SIR 2026 haure Mei gi tarik 13 dagina June gi tarik 19 phawbada BLO yumthong khutingi lakani makhoina piramba enumeration form mention biraga BLO da sinabiyu enumeration form submit tawidrabadi voter list da ming yaurok loi akupa marol gidama BLO da hangbiyu natraga 1950 da call tawiyu I am in RU
Lagriba June Tari Nipan Nilthokab Numit Asida
Iramdam Manipur Asibu Kananaba NRC update Togodavani Haibagi Wakalonda Mayamgi Oiba Kunchakama Sunjari
Hariba Kunchak Asida Miyam Punamang Saru Yabiduna Sigumba Kunchak Sibu Epakitamakni Kalaga Saru Yabinaba Ningsingjari
Kunchasi Tingrong Hoga Sampat Foguna Sampat Gori Kay Nagampat Mutunga Hoga Fudura
Iramdam Asibu Kanapu Hanabada, Adong Saru Jamna Yawi Kanbidana, Taksin Kongchat Asibu, Soida Saru Yamis.
Miyangi Kongchat Ama, Setpa Sidami, Kudimuna Saru Yabidana, My partner Bagi, a so put down Nobio, I should Saru Yasanami.
Welcome back. You're watching SKTV Primetime English News. Now moving on. Indigenous Youth Association of Konglei Park, IAC in short, today planted tree saplings in different locations to mark its 11th Foundation Day. Organized under the theme Green Konglei Park, the environmental initiative was carried out in collaboration with multiple local clubs and schools. And in a press release, IAC stated that approximately 1,800 tree saplings were successfully planted during the drive. The association also expressed its gratitude to the local clubs, educational institutions and volunteers whose support made the community initiative a success. As part of the World Environment Day observance, Manipur Students Federation MSF conducted a tree plantation drive at Haibokjing. In a press release, the MSF Environment and Ecology Affairs Secretary stated that the student body has planted more than 1,000 tree saplings so far. The initiative began yesterday under the theme Taibang Thawai Sing Kanaba Maru Koktoklaba Jingmai Sing Isang Sanghalasi. It further noted that the drive is being carried out in collaboration with the Central Forest Division and Comet School. MSF also expressed concern over the alleged involvement of influential and wealthy individuals in mass deforestation across the hills, stating that this trend severely impacts society by causing undesirable consequences such as frequent flash floods. The officers and staff of the Manipur Fire Service Department expressed deep sorrow over the passing of fireman Ningthojam Sanathoy Singh today. In a condolence message, the department described Sanathoy as a dedicated professional who served with the utmost devotion for 8 years. The message further stated that his passing leaves an irreplaceable void and his selfless service will always be remembered with deep gratitude. The department extends its heartfelt solidarity to the buried family and prays for the eternal peace of the departed soul. Wahangbom Kainahal Devi Meritorious Awards were presented to 3 students who excelled in the recently declared Class 10 and 12 board examinations conducted by Bozam and Kosam under the jurisdiction of Salungphom village in Thobal district. Sponsored by Wahangbom Chowyaima in memory of his late mother, W. Kainahal, the awards went to N. Sylvia S. Paikomba of KK Brilliant Academy and Pebam Johnson of Salungphom High School. Now moving on to national and international news. Hundreds of supporters of the viral Cockroach Janta Party gathered in New Delhi's Jantar Mantar today, taking the country's largest online youth movement off screens and onto the streets for the first time. The protests centered on concerns over alleged irregularities in examinations and recruitment processes, with participants demanding greater transparency and accountability in the education system. Scores of students gathered at the venue chanting slogans and demanding the resignation of Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. Hundreds of people, mostly young individuals, turned out for the demonstration, many of whom were wearing cockroach masks and holding flowers. School students were also seen attending the protest along with their parents. The movement, which began as a satirical online group, is transitioning to a grassroots protest in response to the ongoing CBSE and NEET paper leak rows. Earlier, Abhijit Dipke, the founder of Cockroach Janta Party, arrived in New Delhi to lead the protest. The group, which was amassed roughly 22 million Instagram followers since launching in mid-May, is the largest online expression of dissent against government. The movement is fueled by persistently high youth unemployment and recurring leaks of examination papers that threaten to derail the careers of millions of students. India has nearly 400 million people aged 15 to 29, and generating non-farm jobs for them remains one of its biggest challenges despite rapid growth. The urban youth jobless rate was nearly 14% in April. India has officially introduced E85 fuel, marking a significant step in the country's ethanol blending program amid ongoing energy supply chain pressures from the West Asia conflict. Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas Hardeep Singh Puri unveiled the new fuel variant at an Indian oil retail outlet in New Delhi on World Environment Day. The rollout will commence at 48 public sector fuel stations across the country. Government plans to expand availability to 500 outlets by December 2026 and approximately 5,000 outlets by December 2027. It is to be noted that the new fuel variant is already available in Delhi. E85 is a high ethanol blend containing 80 to 85% ethanol and 14 to 19% petrol. This composition differs substantially from the E20 fuel, 20% ethanol, that most Indian vehicles currently use. The government has positioned E85 as a key component in achieving nearly 26% overall ethanol blending by 2030-31. Most vehicles on Indian roads cannot use E85 fuel. Only flex fuel vehicles capable of operating on ethanol blends from E20 to E100 are compatible. Tensions in West Asia have flared up as U.S. forces have struck Iranian coastal surveillance radar installations near the Strait of Hormuz after shooting down 4 Iranian drones which targeted regional maritime traffic. The strike came as diplomatic efforts between Washington and Tehran remain stalled, with the major sticking point being Iran's demand for the release of billions of dollars in frozen assets held overseas. Iran also retaliated by firing ballistic missiles at 2 U.S. air bases in Kuwait and facilities of the U.S. Navy in Bahrain. According to U.S. officials, out of 7 Iranian missiles fired at the 2 Gulf states, 6 were intercepted and 1 did not reach its target. Meanwhile, Bahrain's foreign ministry has condemned attacks by Iran against its territory and neighboring Kuwait. It said the blatant aggression constitutes a flagrant violation of sovereignty of both countries. Now in sports news, NMF Faisal Alam and Neroka FC Sangakvam have emerged victorious in their respective league match of the ongoing 65th Sir Churachan Singh KCSI CBE Memorial Football Tournament 2025-26 being organized by All Manipur Football Association. In the 29th league match that was played today at Mapal Kangjibung, NMF Salam defeated Rahi UC Kamjong by 3 goals to 2, I beg your pardon. Salam Dhiren scored a brace while Sorokaibam Ajit Kumar scored another goal to snatch a narrow win against Rahi UC. For Rahi UC, Ngakuimi Riva and P. Ngao Vaisa scored a goal each. In the 30th league match, Neroka FC beat Pathab FC Lilong by 4 goals to 1. For Neroka, W. Abinash, M. Victor, Muhammad Rohit Khan and Mustafa Aribam scored a goal each, while for Pathab FC, K.H. Anash scored the solitary goal. Manipur's Muay Thai team had an impressive show at 7th National Youth Muay Thai Championship 2026, which concluded recently at Indira Gandhi International Sports Complex in Uttarakhand's Haldwani. Manipur bagged a total of 27 medals, which include 13 gold medals, 6 silver medals and 8 bronze medals. Meghalaya emerged as overall champion in the championship, while Assam came second and Uttarakhand finished third in medal tally. The Manipur team was led by Yai Malai and Shivaji as team coaches, Ashem Tondonba as team manager. Sapam Lamyanba also took part in the championship as referee. The gold medal winners in the national championship have qualified for 39th national games, which will be held at Shillong next year. Now the weather report. As per ICR Regional Center Imphal, Manipur recorded a maximum temperature of 32.2 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was recorded at 21 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 84% in the morning and 53% in the evening. And before we end, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Government committed to shift 400 hectares of paddy fields to organic farming, asserts Chief Minister Yumnam Kyamchan. Committee on Tribal Unity holds coffin rally in Kangpopi. Last rite of libel attack victims held at Paijang. And Democratic People's Front to bar former sitting MLAs, ministers from joining DPF, informs party Vice President Paunam Sundar. And that's all we have for now. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates.